Earth will be keeping an eye on you both.
I'll give you a signal from atop the tower. Let's go.
Afraid you must get past it if you want to reach that tower.
It spotted us. Fret not. I will protect you.
Himiko let another me have a bet on how far you would get. What if we made a bet too? Whether Himiko is living or dead.
Never fight fate. Because it fights back. Asat Kumar, your elation is just supreme idiocy. That thing over there.
I've seen it at Star Rail Fest. Likely a device that collects.
She has courageously challenged an ancient Leviathan and her chosen weapon is a standard, as I said. She is peak. At last, the long-awaited monster versus.
I'm sick of this guy's trifling gimmicks. Keep it together. Remember our plan.
Thundercoil is starting to have trouble keeping up with me. This is my chance.
We're here. Get ready, Sunday.
Careful. Asat Pramod just appeared above you.
Smart of you to lead a Xianzhou general to her death. How honorable and entertaining it would be to challenge the Demon Lord and save the world alone. But yes, two is better. Still, I was not expecting a diviner. To think I should have the honor of meeting the divine foresight, Bane of Ventilia. What can she do for you? Reveal your victory on? Whatever she divines, I will block its path. What will you do now?
Then I, a diviner that never grants an audience to anyone, will teach you a lesson. Asat Pramod, a general and a diviner have completely different duties. A general breaks formations from behind. And did you say you will block every path I divine? Sorry, but creating paths where there are none is the expertise of trailblazers. Now, shall I read your fortune? See your myriad possibilities condense until eventually only one remains. Defeat.
The rainbow surveys the heavens, perceiving 1,000 forms. Across the meridians of destiny, the jade abacus reveals its script. The celestial eye opens and shuts as calamity and fortune reveal themselves.
So this insight is what the eye of the hunt.
Good. I see it too. Hassab Pramod, your fate is sealed.
Now, this is the resistance I have been looking for. Exhausting all possibilities. Plotting every scheme. How unfortunate that this coming perfect apocalypse will not be seen by you, General Yao Guang. I see the rope that tethered your existence here has snapped.
I have nothing left to give. Ishvara, please, take Hassab Pramod to his fated defeat. General!
Pity. She put her life on the line for you to have this sliver of a chance. Just like Himiko. You know, protagonist, it's actually heartbreaking that those clones are gone. But she... It's time for a veteran navigator to point the way forward for you.
The Phantom Moon.
A terrifying enemy is near, but you stand alone. This is how trailblazing expeditions always end, no? Don't worry. Just as Akivili instructed me, and I instructed Perhaps instruction is too formal a word. Young people, how about we make it a bit friendlier? You quiz me, and next you can ask me questions about me, about Aha, about Akivili, about the... Because once 8 questions are done, did you forget? We are the only 2 supplicants with a chance of winning the fan. You're not interested in stories and secrets? Of course, this universe also has a button, but let me remind you, this is the last time we will speak. Because the die happened to land on 8. Because there are 8 supplicants in the games. Or perhaps because we first met in Emphorius. Another 8!
Is this guy actually serious? Himiko hasn't escaped yet. And there's no news from the Express. Why would I believe a Lord Ravager?
Looks like you're not so... How about we add a wild card to this boring trivia game, then? Give your... Roll the die. If your roll is a critical success, you get to I'll share a candid truth. I still answer, but only in half-truths. It shouldn't pose any problem for our protagonist. You can effortlessly... Oh, Did General Yao Guang bind me just now? Besides, it's been a long time since I've just offered myself up to the chessboard of fates. How exciting to have every outcome based on... And now, let's...
What do I ask?
Right now, among infinite possibilities, not strange at all. Faced with fate and the universe, people have and... Don't hold back! Go ahead and ask your most...
I once met my other self in Amphorius.
Oh, this is a most interesting... Unfortunately, even I do not know the answer to that question. To make amends, this question won't count against.
About the Stellaron inside of me.
Interesting. Allow me to... I examined the Stellaron inside your body. It's not a seed of ruin in the usuals. It was a seed bestowed on you by Xipe. Yet branded with the Xipe constantly tries to assimilate all things into one, while Akivili constantly creates new variations. These and your body... It seems to have been created for just this purpose, and it conceals 7 questions left.
Why were so many people calling me Akivili?
How lucky. Although the question you asked, they call you Akivili, because not only are you the successor, but at the core level, you are becoming the... This isn't imitation. It's the path itself responding, naturally, to the absence of... Even more important is the thing...
A Stellaron.
Correct. I've already answered your question. You may ask. 6...
As the Lord Ravager aiming to destroy Elation.
Ha! What else would the Lord Ravager...
I meant, what exactly is your hatred for them about?
Well, I may have developed some excessive feelings towards Aha. You're pretty lucky. Youth, everything I do. Once, Elation was a dutiful and committed god. They scattered the seeds of chance, carving sharp turns of fate. Unfortunately, nothing resists the incineration of time. But before the deathly silence, the elation will become... I saw how truly fatigued they are. The elation... They will slide towards an even more terrifying extreme. Not to stop elation, but to drag all things into an eternal, meaningless, and Upon stepping onto a path and becoming an eon, one is expected to... How do they really feel about exercising the divine authority of elation? For humans, the prize of these games lasts for only a fleet. If the disciples of a god cannot bring them to... I boarded the Astral Express and traveled to different... Before they fully succumb to corruption and drag all This is the highest form of 5 left now.
I'm sure it's nothing to...
Understandable. I've met a lot of people but you would rather know all the strategy. Don't worry. My answer won't... The way to defeat me is right in front of you. In all this time, you've been traveling in a limited and ridiculous human form. You're trapped within a lie called... But if you do what you did against Full Wish, open it to this world, and in that moment, you can... 4 questions left.
What exactly did you do during these fantasies?
This is a very complicated question. And well, oh, but if I had to start from the beginning... Come on, roll the die. Oh, sadly, it's all about luck. Look, this is where the mastermind is forced to... Looks like your curiosity. In detective novels, the murderer always says... Standing in a... You may still ask me...
Since you're open to answering anything...
The Lord Ravager's weaknesses? How greedy, child. You just asked... But then again, who could pass up the chance to gossip? And plus, your role was a critical success. No, scratch that. Who says you... Fantilia loathes stubborn minds, hosts she can't seize. She abhors the taste of human courage. Zephyro, he's the perfect warrior. But I guess what he fears and hates most is those soulless lunatics. Puppets that have their souls snatched by the Black Sun. To put it blunt, Luxbane is a beast. Doesn't understand human language at all. Beasts aren't flawless, of course. A dog's weakness is bones. And if you show it the sun, Selenova. She loathes anything beautifully melodic, without a haze of noise. Archforger, a fellow I'm quite fond of. Quiet, rational, and elegant. Hardly what you'd expect of a Lord Ravager. I hear he's most afraid of appearing Iron Tomb. Well, you gotta tell me. My weakness also happens to be my strength. I've never been able to resist planting several seeds on a whim and watching them take root in So, satisfy only 2 questions left.
You said you used to be the navigator. So...
They died. Slain by their own desire to tread. After all, when the universe has no roads left to walk, and so I witnessed the fall of an Final question. Think carefully.
There's something I've thought of. Tell me, is Himiko...
Your luck really is awful. Pay no mind to the role. I'll be honest with you. Of course Himiko is still alive. At least on the stage I'm meticulously... Life is like this. One chance journey after another. One whim after another. Then, by a twist of fate, I led a girl with no future. I have never understood why the seeds I planted by chance would always take root in unexpected ways. It feels like a curse. Just like that night 15 years ago, I had the chance to crush. No. I've never fully understood that lapse in judgment.
No matter the reason,
A few weeks ago, Himiko returned to her hometown. That was the moment I finally understood why I didn't shoot down the express fit, but for a destruction that spanned 15 years. To set her on a journey to gain what was most precious. What truly matters is this. I will have you bring an end to this. Take a guess. Will this joke amuse?
you want to use...
The worlds the Astral Express deals with. How could they be without a Stellaron? 15 years ago, during the blood-stained games, all the supplicants died violent deaths. Then, 15 years later, a hero from the Express shone brightly throughout the games. Her Stellaron overflowing with wish power. All right. Now that I've answered the 8 questions, I now need to... Kids these days. Show some respect and put your phone away when you're elf. Huh?
Himiko is right there!
There you are. I see all of you.
What kind of nonsense is that? But canceling an elderly person's pension account like that, doesn't her conscience hurt at all?
You treat other people's lives and suffering like numbers on a die.
Your curiosity is commendable, but you've already used up all your questions, so I won't be in.
Doesn't matter. We've stalled long enough as it is. You don't need to answer the following question. I just want to know. If I swing at that thing you have for a head, would it break?
The myriad colors returning to the void. Your failure is written in stone. For these brilliance, you will once again be playing the protagonist. Will the hero shoulder all the wishes, ignite the stellar, and or become the cloudless embers that bring finality upon the hero who tried to save Plain Arcade, accidentally smashing it to pieces? So sit back and enjoy the show!
Hang in there! We're on our way!
All right, you've got my attention. You're good.
Still holding back. Come on. Stop.
What's the rush?
I was thinking your show's about to end.
Finally, we made it.
Pom-Pom promised each and every one of us nameless.
After all, the Fluffy's protagonist hasn't gotten on board yet.
Let's show this guy what real nameless are made of.
Here we go. Companions have entered the river, and the supporting cast has taken the stage. The dark turns the blade. Beasts slaughter each other. Fight to the death. Such a feat. Those who pass the challenge are worthy of a reward. What I mean is, you've earned the right to face Phase 2! Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you my second mask! They say luck is a form of strength. Come on, let's see your strength. Quench those blood. The end of destruction! Is that all? So it's amusing. Best me, hero. Take your pick. All right. Enough joking around. Time to get serious. Now, feast your eyes on what I attained in my first battle to the death with the Great Destroyer. My third mask. You shall witness the reality of all things turned into silence. The three calamities have come. The myriad colors returning to the void. I shall extinguish this world's laughter and offer up my mourning.
Provide cover.
The flames are not strong enough. Quench the flames of blood. Perish. Baby. You can't protect. You can't protect anyone. I face them one by one, right before your very eyes. Return to silence.
Darn it!
Come on, protagonist. Open yourself up and embrace all wishes. Find a way to beat me. Kill me. Kick my die around like a ball. What's it going to be? Lose everything or destroy everything?
Bajo, start up the express. Provide covering fire.
Once again, the express is full. How boring. Now, you and I both see
The imminent apocalypse! You've failed. The game ends here.
I'm curious. Will you still be able to settle once more?
Don't be afraid. I'm here. Don't trust that I will always be by your side. Keep walking. Himiko went that way earlier?
Himiko! Everyone? Where are you?
And the Astral Express, readying for departure. Its lights illuminating the dark. Beneath your feet are countless paths, and they're surrounded by nameless stars. You saw a path no one had ever trod before. Then you set off on it. This is the sight I see every... Let's just call it a long overdue compensation. It's time we set off once more. Akivili.
Oh. There you are. Himiko! The Express. It's a scene from my memories. What just happened? But are you scared? Worried you've lost? No, I wouldn't have. That's right. It's not over yet. March. Danhong, we have to get back to the fight somehow. Let's go, Himiko. Whatever it takes.
I'm sorry. I can't go with you. I understand. You have many questions about the I didn't expect it to appear in this manner either. Haven't you figured it out yet? In the moment I embraced you. I guess the Stellaron, her final. I promised someone that when the moon over my hometown was full again, I would go back to see her. To let her know.
All right, it's a deal. When I return from the world in canvas, you can make us some.
It's a shame. I'll have to take a reign, but at least I still have the chance to honor a promise from long ago.
I know. Her you're talking.
I'm so glad to hear you say her name. Even if the universe forgets, as long as someone still remembers her name. But as the navigator, it's not just her promise I have to keep, kid. This time, you must set out. You have to go alone, Tommy. What did you say when you created me? I quote, "If I die, I want to do that now." You have everything you need to set off. But the weathering curse can't. Sorry. I made a decision on my own. No. They didn't answer us. This but I saw a shadow peek out from behind the moon. It said, "Apologies. I am not the elation, so I can't." But a Phantasmoon games with only bloodshed and no miracles wouldn't be very. So I can offer up the strength I've accumulated to grant you a wish. Unfortunately, it's what exactly? I made a wish to the Phantasmoon in an exchange of Himiko's and Motoko's destinies. Not for a minute, but the brand of destruction can never be erased. But it can be passed on to someone to think. The answer was so simple. So that's why. No, this is so unfair. I don't want my wishes to be granted at the We made a promise. You were the one who was supposed to embark on it. That's right. If you were awake, but if I left you behind to travel the stars alone, you nurtured me with stories of the Astral Express. You sketched me into existence. I'm the grown-up you. A navigator who, despite never having taken a single so don't be sad. I just wanted you to. I'm here now. I can see. Do you hear that, Himiko? When the urge to go, Himiko. Start up the express, then grant me this wish. Motoko. So, deal. Now let's get on the express together. I will become a star and watch over you.
So, Are you going to say goodbye to us too?
If I could, I'd wish for this moment to come a little later too. But that's how it is for the Nameless. The journey always begins in it. Don't worry too much. I just...
But... the crew can't keep on trailblazing without you!
I used to be afraid of goodbyes like this too. Whenever that happens, I just look up at the sky. Up there are the same stars we gazed at. I know you'll see all those sights in my stead and experience all those stories as wonderful and strange. You understand all of this, don't you? So, be brave and stop this talk about sacrifices. Tell March for me if there's anything she likes in my wardrobe. She can have it.
She has enough clothes as it is.
Tell Don Hung that he'll have more on his plate, so he shouldn't try to carry everything all by himself.
I'll help him.
Tell Welt I really wanted to go with him to his homeland.
I'll tell him.
And tell Pom Pom if no one's going to use the coffee machine or the beans, just toss them.
Well...
And one more thing about Sunday. Tell him not to be so uptight all the time. And finally, you're the one I'm most worried about. Have you been satisfied with your journey so far? You don't have to say it. Keep the answer in your heart. You still have a long journey of trailblazing ahead of you. So walk on. Walk this path. And then you can grant my wish. Come back here and tell me all about your amazing. If you can't find me, just look up at the stars. And as always, I'll be there to light up the entire night sky for you.
another turning point in destiny. We meet again. For the Express to begin its journey once more, Himiko reached the end of hers.
Cat, look, this isn't the end.
8 days ago, you arrived with the Astral Express at Planar. 8 hours ago, Asat Pramad appeared. 8 minutes ago, and 8 seconds ago, you lost. In 8 seconds, Himiko will sacrifice her. In 8 minutes, you will return to the battlefield. In 8 hours, a god's great in 8 days, a paradise will collapse under its own weight. A beast will begin its sacred feast. A divine infant will fall to the mortal world with its first. And a god will retreat into hiding forever. Their laughter hurt. This is the path I have walked, and one of countless possibilities. What's important is that it was born from the wish Himiko made to the Stellaron, and it only leads to one end. Failure. Are you willing to... What a shame. You still... I'm asking you, who is still on the path of the Trailblaze, are you willing to accept such a future?
I'll never accept it.
Then you know what to do. So many others have made the same decision. Make a wish to the Stellaron. Let your wish replace hers. Somewhere along this journey, you've already...
Each and every one of us nameless is making it to the next stop. And all the promises, oaths, dreams, and pacts. I'm not leaving a single...
As it should be. I made the same choice once, and lost everything because of it. But you have to get used to loss before you can move on. Set forth once more, Akivili. Our paths will cross eventually. And when that day comes, I will personally bring your journey to it. If you could, will carry your wish to thousands.
You must become used to loss in order to continue onward. I refuse to believe that. Not now. Not ever. My unfulfilled promises. I will fulfill them all tomorrow. I will prove that we can move onward without making these so-called sacrifices. So, the Astral Express only has one navigator, no matter the reason. I won't let anything take you away from me!
Don't forget about us.
Don't worry. We're here.
Thank you for fulfilling the promise.
Venturing into uncharted worlds isn't all that motivates us to move forward. We also have promises of the past. The Astral Express is setting forth anew. This journey shall lead us starward!
Toward more distant horizons.
You're playing music, Mr. Hey, that's not right. And Pagana's legacy. What's going on here? Whatever. I'll just make it the Astral Express's legacy.
Just like 15 years ago. You're just a deserter. Denying the very path you walked.
Let's back it out.
See how the trailblazers who came after you will walk the path.
Let's back it out.
There's no need to pray for a glance.
Humanity will reach the end of the...
Understand, establish, connect. Trailblazing is light comfortably. In the face of inevitable destruction, all is
Never stop! Even the stars are not the end. They're a new beginning!
Good thing you're here. You don't understand single things. Of course there's hope. We're living proof of it. If there's nothing ahead of us, then we'll trailblaze a path forward with our own hands. Attention all passengers. The Astral Express is about to depart. To all who walk with the trailblazers, join me in reciting the creed of the Nameless.
Not if you have full fate. Don't stay within the lines.
Even in the face of tempestuous seas, we always align.
Even without the upper hand, fight for what's right.
Even if the world forgets you, leave hindsight aside.
And no matter how bleak the cosmos may get, light up the night.
Finally! When the wheels turn against you, go ahead! Pulverize!
A lost navigator has... And with that, the Astral Express has taken down another Lord Ravager. Yes. I'm back.
Oh, Himiko! Oh, that outfit looks so cool. You really look the...
Just like I said, the giant robot was right.
But are you okay? Just now... That was the Stellaron inside you, wasn't it?
I don't know what happened. But I'm sure she took a lot of the heat for me in that battle. And thank you. Sunday, I'd like to have a proper chat with you.
Children.
Do you hear the laughter of the people? They are leaving the ruins and setting off once more. The wish power cast upon you has dissipated. Your blood-stained games.
But being your father has been a true...
Of all the possibilities you glimpsed, did you...
I've seen more than you can look forward to what's to come. The tremors of the Stellaron will shift the cosmos.
Even if the Stellaron distorts my wish, I will.
Then I shall wait. What a magnificent... When it first embarked on its journey, the stars were still brand new, like a die thrown high in the...
Wait. Something's not right.
The cracks in the earth are spreading. How is this possible?
What? The husk of the veracity?
You have defeated me, and won your... That is, if you can make it out of their maw with good luck. Now,